I'm going to take you through an upper body resistance band workout. You can do this as a follow along with me. All you need is a band and some space. I'm using one of these red 7 kilo, about 15 pounds worth of resistance bands. We're going to do 13 exercises, 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off for 2 rounds. Let's get into that workout. So let's start things off with some reverse pulls. So you're going to be pulling the band across your chest, getting a nice stretch to the chest and working those back muscles and the rear delts. So if you just hold the band out front, you're going to have relatively straight arms. You can put a slight bend in the elbow, but you shouldn't be changing the elbow angle. Let's go. So you're pulling across, squeeze those back muscles, and then coming back in. So you're pulling those shoulder blades together, pulling the band apart, letting the band come across the chest, pulling out to the sides. Feel those rear delts, that's the back of your shoulder and the back firing up. All right, next up, we've got an overhead press. So you're gonna take the band in one hand, you're gonna stand on the band, we're gonna put the band on the outside of the arm, and you're going to press overhead. So full lockout, back down to shoulder height, press to full lockout, back down. I find it more comfortable to have that band, like I said before, running on the outside of the arm. Starting to get a little burn now. Always finish your rep. Don't worry too much about the clock. Okay, you guessed it, we're gonna take it to the other side. So take it in the palm of your hand. You're just gonna stand on the band about mid-foot. Let the band come on the outside of the arm, and let's go. We're locking out nice and tall at the top, making sure our core stays tight. You shouldn't be leaning sideways. You're just gonna keep nice even hips, even chest height. You're gonna press up, lock out nice and tall at the top, feeling that shoulder working. All right, great job. Okay, let's hit the biceps a bit now. So I like to take it in what you call like a hammer grip. We're gonna do a hammer curl, and then you're gonna stand on the band. Now, the shorter the band, the harder it's gonna be. So you're gonna curl up and back down. Squeeze at the top, back down. What we wanna do is minimize the time the band is not under stretch and maximize the time we spend while the band's under tension. So we're getting a higher time under tension throughout the set and less rest time. So don't spend long at the bottom. As soon as you get to the bottom, straight back up, but you can squeeze at the top for a bit longer. Great, so we're gonna take it. Obviously, if you wanna make it harder, you're just gonna stand on the band, giving yourself a little bit less slack. You're gonna take that hammer grip, you're gonna curl up, maybe even slightly across your body. Squeeze at the top, down. Don't spend long in that bottom position, there's no resistance there. So come up, squeeze while you've got the tension. Feel that bicep working. We're also hitting one of the forearm muscles called your brachioradialis across here. Great one for the summer when your t-shirt's on. Get your forearms fired up. Great job with that. Here we've got a tough one now. We're gonna do some banded push-ups. You can do these off your knees if needed. So you're gonna take the band around your back like that. And we're gonna do some push-ups on the floor. If you're struggling, you can drop to the knees. You can do the same thing. Try and keep a relatively straight line from your knees up to your shoulder though. So your hips are coming down towards the floor. Great job, hitting the chest and triceps with that. We're actually going to stay in a seated position for this next one. I'm going to take the band, hook it around both feet, straighten the legs as much as you can, but posture upright. You're going to row, and then back to here. So you're going to pull, squeeze the back muscle, and back. Try and sit in this L sit position. If you're struggling with flexibility in the hamstrings, try sitting on a cushion, elevating your body. It'll help you out a little bit. Let's pinch those back muscles. We're not spending long in that position. We want to spend all your time under tension. And back again. Okay, we're gonna loop round. This time, I'm gonna take the band just on the furthest point, just one end of the band this time. I'm gonna pull to the chin, doing this face pull. You're gonna pull the band apart. So I've got about 6 inches to start, but then I'm gonna pull right out, doubling the width between my hands, leading high with the elbows, tapping that band on my chin. Feel those traps firing up. That's a tough one. Okay, next up, standing up. You're going to take the grip on the band like that. You're going to stand on one end, bring your arm up behind your head, and you're going to extend up to the top. If this is too difficult, you could grab the band with both hands. We're going to do 30 seconds per side, so if you're doing that, then just do 2 sets with both hands, because this is a pretty tough one. Good job. So I'm going to take it in the other hand now. I'm going to stand just on the edge, enough so that it doesn't ping out, but not so much that it's too hard to do the exercise. Extend to the top. This is a great tricep exercise, doing this overhead tricep extension. Like I said, if it's too much resistance for you and you haven't got any lighter bands, just take it in both hands and you can do a double overhand extension. Great job. Next up, we're going to do a lateral raise. So I'm going to stand on it with the opposite foot. I'm going to take it in this side. Now you might have to just do a little pulse, or you might be able to do a full raise. So you're going to come out to the side and back down. Out to the side and back down. Just get as high as you can. Well, up to horizontal. You don't need to go past horizontal, but don't worry if you're not quite getting to horizontal. You can just bring it to here and back, doing this little pulse action. If the band's too much, you still feel the shoulder firing up. Obviously, if you can go full range, that would be great. But I can definitely feel your mid-delt working on that. So we're going to stand on it with the other foot now, taking it in the opposite hand. I'd put a tiny bend in the elbow, but then keep that elbow angle fixed. You're drawing out to the side, come into about horizontal, maybe slightly past if you want to get a little extra stretch on that band. Like I said, if you're struggling, you just want to do these small little pulses. If the band's just too tight, that's absolutely fine. You'll still feel shoulders firing up with that. All right, final exercise in this first round. You're going to stand on it with both feet. You're going to take a double overhand grip, and we're going to do a front raise. I'm keeping my hands about 45 degrees to one another. So we're going up, down. Minimize the time spent at the bottom. You can pause at the top, keeping the front shoulder fired up. Upper pecs assisting this slightly as well. Just feel your shoulders burning. Whoa, it's definitely a burner. So we've got 30 seconds off now. I'm gonna repeat those all just one more time, and that's the whole workout complete. If you're enjoying this, and you wanna do some more workouts with me, at the end of the video, check out my playlist. I've got loads more that you can have a go at. I've got a nutrition plan, which I'll link in the description below as well. Okay, let's get ready for those reverse pulls. So you're gonna take the band like this. You're gonna do some continuous pulls across your chest. Obviously, the closer your hands are together on the band, the harder it's gonna be. Going for quite a high pace. Try and make it challenging within the 30 seconds. Bit of rear delts and back during this one. Feeling that. Okay, we've got that single arm overhead press. So you're taking it in one hand, standing on the end of the band. You're going to take the band on the outside of the bicep, press full lock overhead, making sure we're keeping the body nice and level. Feel that shoulder firing up. Oh, good job. Shake it out. Okay, we're gonna go to the other side. So taking it in your palm, just standing in that loop. You're gonna take the band on the outside. Let's go. Okay, we've got those hammer curls next, so I like to take a grip on the band like that. You can stand on one edge. Obviously, the shorter the band, the harder it's going to be. Squeezing up, back down. So we're actually wanting to hold at the top, maybe 1 to 2 seconds, whilst just squeezing your bicep consciously. And then minimal time at the bottom, just straight back into that next rep. Trying to get that bicep tired and fired up. Definitely feel it by the end. Taking it to the other side. Stand on that band. I like to come slightly across the front of my body. And be squeezing at the top. Just quick out the bottom position, increasing that time under tension. This is a great one. If you're traveling, just keeping some of your results going, stop you losing any strength. Or if you've limited space or equipment at home, another good one. All right, we've got those push-ups. Remember, you can opt for the kneeling push-ups. I'm gonna add this band for a little resistance. I like to go probably just at the base of my shoulder blades with the band, having it in your palms like this. Try and keep a nice straight line with your body. Even if you've got that kneeling option, hips and chest come down together, they come up together. I see a lot of press ups where they're just dipping their chest down, but they're not bringing their hips with it. Whoa. Probably the hardest one today. Okay, so we're in a seated position now. We're gonna do that row, so taking both sides of the band around there, posture and upright, pull, squeeze, a bit like with the biceps. We're only coming into that stretch position for a split second. We want to pinch the back muscles and hold for a second or two each rep. If you've got a higher resistance band, you might want to use that for this exercise. Okay, so you're gonna put it around your feet like that. I'm gonna take the furthest away side of the band. I'm gonna have about 6-inch gap between my fingers. I'm gonna pull the band to your chin and double the width of the center, leading the elbows into that face pull. High elbow pull. I like to just gently tap myself on the chin with the band. You can feel those rear delts and traps firing up for this one. So you're pulling the band apart, pulling elbows high, trying to stay seated upright. All right, we've got those tricep extensions. So your beginner option is going to be to just have both hands. But if you can do the single arm like this, I'll just show you the double arm option as well. So you could take it in both hands like that and just do 2 sets back to back. But if you're with me, try and do this single arm variation if you've got the strength for it. This is a tough one. Oh, definitely a burner. So if you're doing the double arm, you're just doing another set straight away after these 15 seconds off. But if you've got a single arm, let's go to that other side. So extend to full lock, tense the triceps at the top. Great job with that. Okay, I'm going to hit the shoulders with those lateral raises. So I'm going to put it in the opposite foot. I'm going to hold it in the opposite hand. Remember, you can do those little pulses or you can do a full lateral raise. The tough last 3 exercises here, getting the shoulders fired up for sure. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to take it on the opposite foot, opposite hand, getting ready for those lateral raises. Oh. All right, stick with me, we've got one more exercise. We've got those front raises, doing the double arm. So you're gonna stand on the band with both feet, take it in 2 hands and get ready for that front raise. If you're not ready for the workout to end yet, I'll link one of my ab videos at the end of this, so you can keep going. Just go straight on to doing that video. That'd be a great pair with this. Upper body's done, You could still get some core work done. Check out some of my ebook workout plans in the description of the video also. Thanks so much for joining me for that. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below, how did you find that and where in the world are you doing this workout from? Hit the thumbs up button, make sure you subscribe, support the channel so I can keep making more of these videos. See you soon for another workout.